questionable lifestyles. Selfie of lone gunman released. Hi, I'm Sohaila Saifuddin and this is Cuppa News. Civil servants who led luxurious lifestyles such as playing golf and having mistresses or girlfriends might be marked for graft by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission or MACC. In an interview with MACC FM this morning, its Deputy Chief Commissioner Dato' Azam Baki said the markers were identified based on their probes on civil servants.
Apakah antaranya ciri-ciri orang yang melakukan rasuah? Hidup mewah, bermain golf, ada girlfriend, mistress dan sebagainya. Jadi kita melihat kepada indikasi-indikasi ini. Jadi pegawai-pegawai yang hidup mewah, mereka ni kita akan pertikaikan dari mana punca wang mereka dapat.
On Sunday, MACC Chief Commissioner Datuk Zulkifli Ahmad had advised civil servants, especially those in top management, to cease playing golf overseas. Azam said although many disagreed with the chief's statement, these were among the indicators that showed civil servants were corrupt and abused their power.
Yang turut serta bersama mereka tu main golf ni tak salah. Saya pun main golf. Apa salah main golf? Di luar negara, golf ini adalah satu permainan rakyat. Kalau dia pergi seorang tak apa, kadang-kadang satu pejabat pergi. Jadi mereka ni pada kami perlu menghentikan aktiviti-aktiviti ini yang akan menjejaskan imej perkhidmatan awam di negara ini.
Azam, who was appointed as Deputy Chief Commissioner on October 4th last year, said MACC's investigation and intelligence operations would focus on eliminating corruption in the public sector, government-linked companies and financial institutions. Meanwhile, the Commission's Special Operations Division Director, Datuk Bahri Muhammad Zain, has opted to retire 3 years early. The special division he headed was formed in 2010 to investigate high-profile cases, especially those involving corruption of more than 1 million ringgit. Bahri played a pivotal role in the investigation into SRC International, a subsidiary of 1MDB. It is understood he opted for early retirement as he was disappointed that despite the evidence uncovered, the case did not go to court. SRC was established in 2011 to explore international strategic investments in the energy field. It now comes under the purview of the Finance Ministry. Back in August 2015, Bahri and another MACC officer was transferred to the Prime Minister's department with immediate effect. However, 2 days later, the transfer order was revoked. It was an exciting day for primary school students as they embark on a new school year. Out of 2.2 million primary school students, over 400,000 are entering their first year of primary school. They were all looking cheerful and excited on the school's first day for the 2017 session, especially those in Standard 1. A standby plan was enforced for students at the school in Pasir Mas, Kelantan. Rising water levels forced them to move class to the school's canteen. Continued rain over the next few days will worsen floodings in Kelantan and Terengganu as swollen rivers threaten to burst their banks. As of 4 p.m. on Tuesday, 3 rivers in Kelantan and 10 rivers in Terengganu have surpassed the danger level. National Disaster Management Agency's Operations Implementation Division Director Dato' Azizan Abu Ta'at said the situation remained serious in Kelantan, especially in Rantau Panjang. He said some 3,809 flood victims had been evacuated to some 56 relief centres in Kelantan, while in Terengganu, 1,950 flood victims were housed in 31 relief centres. The gloomy weather and the floods did not dampen the spirits of students in Terengganu and Kelantan. Despite the heavy downpour, the Standard 1 students looked forward for their first day of school. For SK Bandar Utama Damansara 2, 60 students enrolled in Year 1. To make the first day less scary, parents are not allowed to peek in or wait at the school area after they send their children.
murid-murid ni telah mula belajar. Proses pengajaran dan pembelajaran telah bermula pada waktu pertama persekolahan tu, hari pertama persekolahan. Oleh itu, ibu bapa tidak dibenarkan berada bersama ataupun di luar bilik darjah bagi memudahkan guru melaksanakan proses pengajaran pembelajaran itu.
Aisyah suka pergi sekolah,
Sebab nak jumpa?
sebab nak jumpa kawan baru.
Okey. Risa dah ada banyak kawan tak? Ada? Dalam kelas ni ada kawan? Berapa orang?
2.
2 orang. Apa nama dia?
Farah.
Farah? Lagi seorang?
Tak tahu.
Meanwhile, in Sarawak, pupils and teachers travelled by boat to their school at SKC Laut, after which they walk another 300 metres from the jetty to the school. For them, that is the only mode of transport to school. Of the 240,000 primary school pupils in the state enrolled this year, 38,000 of them entered Year 1. Meanwhile, former Institute Professional Baitul Mal Sendirian Berhad CEO Dr. Syed Omar Syed Agil is seeking protection as a whistleblower for allegedly exposing the financial improprieties of his colleagues. He is seeking an injunction to restrain the company which runs the private college and is 70% owned by Federal Territories Islamic Religious Council from continuing an internal probe against him and suspending him on the grounds that he is a whistleblower.
So my client is a whistleblower under the Whistleblower Protection Act, and there have been detrimental actions taken against him. He was made to be suspended. He was subjected to disciplinary action, and we are saying that all of these actions that are taken are in reprisal for him going to the police and the MACC and lodging complaints and reports about what has been going on in IPB. He has been a very dedicated staff. He has got support from a lot of people, from the other lecturers, from the other students. And I think what's important to bear in mind is that we are dealing here with charitable trust funds, funds dealing with zakat and things like this. This kind of money must be used for good purpose. It must be used.
The hearing before High Court Judge Justice John Louis O'Hara continues on January 20th. A selfie video showing footage of the alleged gunman responsible for New Year's gun attack in Istanbul nightclub that killed 39 people has been released. It was reported that he took a taxi from the southern district of Istanbul and because of the busy traffic, got out and walked the last 4 minutes to Reyna nightclub's entrance. Meanwhile, Turkish Deputy Prime Minister Numan Kurtulmuş said authorities are close to fully identifying the gunman and have detained 8 other people.
8 kişi gözaltındadır ve bu anlamda da teröristle ilgili de parmak uçları ve eşkaliyle ilgili verilere ulaşılmıştır. Bundan sonraki süreçte de hızla kimlik tespitinin yapılmasına gidilecektir. Ümit ediyoruz ki sadece terörist değil, varsa başka bağlantıları, o anda içeride ya da dışarıda destek vermiş olan insanlar varsa onlar ve arkalarındaki güçleri de inşallah ortaya çıkarmamız mümkün olur.
On Monday, the Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack. Around 60 people have been killed in a bloody prison riot sparked by a war between rival drug gangs, First Capital Command and North Family in the Brazilian city of Manaus. Some decapitated bodies were reportedly thrown over the prison wall. Just as the riot began in one unit of the prison complex, dozens of prisoners in the second unit started a mass escape. Authorities are still searching for escaped prisoners, but the number of escapees remain unclear. The violence that began late Sunday is being described as some of the worst in years in Brazil's overcrowded jails. Nearly 400 residents in the Chilean city of Valparaiso were forced to evacuate after their homes were burned down by forest fires on Monday evening. At least 100 homes were destroyed, but fortunately, no one died in the fiery blaze. However, at least 19 people were reportedly injured.
En la casita que se acaba de quemar aquí vivía mi sobrina, todo. La casa era mía, pero mi sobrina es la que perdió todo acá. Yo perdí la casa, no nada.
No, yo vivo más abajo, pero acá vive mi familia y todo, así que vine a ayudar, pero está la escoba acá.
Está realmente la escoba. Como verás tú, está toda la gente afuera, están evacuando. Aquí lo más probable es que se evacúe después porque el viento cambia de un rato a otro. Entonces igual hay que estar al tanto de todo.
Authorities are still investigating the cause of the blaze, but have cited strong winds and high temperatures as likely factors that caused forest fires from a drought-plaguing central Chile to spread to the residential areas. A man suffered serious injuries when a wild leopard escaped a netting trap after it strayed into a residential area in Raigach town in India on Monday. The shocking visual captured locals and wildlife authorities attempt to trap the animal before it freed itself. The forest department later managed to capture the leopard. Meanwhile, the injured man was treated at a nearby hospital. Wild animals often cause damage and even claim lives in villages bordering forest areas as they often stray into inhabited areas in search of food. That's all we have for today. Good night.